So I've been busy in the meantime, getting planetary survey to sell to Vladimir since they're uninhabitable planets. I actually did a lot in the meantime, and if we go out to the Sol system, you'll see that survey is 100%. Down there in the bottom, I went through everything in the Sol system and surveyed it all, but unfortunately Vladimir is here and not on the eye, and we have to speak to him about another artifact location perhaps before we can sell that data. So Vladimir,
so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head.
And I can see the back of your head.
A hell of a shake, getting bullied in the void. Starborn sure know how to make an entrance.
Yeah, you could say
Ready
that
to
again.
head back out there. The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor.
Right, no Starborn signals, eh? So give me any data on the artifacts that you do have.
Double check the safety and locks wherever you go, okay? Exploration's dangerous, even without some nefarious group trying to kill you.
Yeah, we have several of those actually. All right, Vladimir, that's not what I really wanted to speak to you about.
Good luck out there on the fringe.
I have some survey data for you. And 17, and he's got 20K. So let's sort by the value, that way we can get the most. So Mars, Miranda, Rhea, Ariel, Charon, Dion, Enceladus, Apetus, Mimas, Neptune, Oberon, Pluto, Saturn, Titania. No, okay, so we'll hold on to these for now, but we made quite a bit of bank. We're back up to 169.8, even after purchasing the Lodestar, so that is all well and good.
Draw the words another time then.
I think for today we can take care of some of the miscellaneous things, like Charity of the Wolf that we ran into or ran by at Cheyenne. I'm interested to see what the Charity of the Wolf shall bring, and Barrett is our companion for now, since Vasco decided he wanted to give up the stealth. I'm sure Barrett will do the same thing, but it'll be nice to travel with Barrett for a bit.
Hey, you might want this.
Oh, Barrett's got something for me, eh? Is it a sandwich? Yeah, you have anything for me, Barrett?
Yep. Take this. Enjoy.
I'm sure I will. Creature Jam. Yeah, I'm not going to say no to food. And to kill a city, and what a beautiful day it is, I must say. I wonder, can we... No, our pack isn't good enough to vault on over the wall. But let's head on into Aquila City and speak to the Lone Wolf and see what I assume she has for us.
Aquila City. Looks like a quaint town, but it's got problems as big as any other city.
I can imagine. The core, Midtown, and Co Plaza. We are heading to the Low House, apparently. Which we haven't been on this side of town before. Passing by Sinclair's Books. Now, Oliver Twist led us to a place on Earth that we could go. I wonder if this bookstore has any other books that we might be able to read and get some knowledge about.
Why not?
I sell books, physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
True.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
I bid you good day, ma'am.
We're done here.
So what kind of books? The Orchid Merchant.
This is a haven for all those
Simpler Times.
letters.
And Nicholas Nickleby. I don't know if we've read all of those before. If we could, oh hello, the Gunslinger's Guide. Reload and draw Laredo weapons. So those must be the Western style weapons that we've been finding. With a research terminal, of course. And, oh, did she head outside?
If you want to purchase anything, just let me know. Or if you have any rare finds.
Yeah, are there any books you're looking for?
I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that.
Sure.
Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens.
Yeah, I'm sure the market is saturated with Charles Dickens.
Who doesn't?
All right, what's for sale?
Certainly.
And you know what? We've got the funds. Let's buy one of each of all of these books, and we'll take a read on all of them, see if anything pops up, even though I'm pretty sure we've read most of these. There we go, one book of each. Aha! Visit the Cairo landmark on Earth. So indeed, one of these books did lead us to Cairo, but that seems to be the only one, unfortunately. Ah, and it was the ancient civilization of Egypt. I would have to make a guess.
W.E.B. Du Bois, the civil rights activist? He wrote a science fiction novel. I
Sure.
simply must have this. This is real, right? Thank you.
Oh, nice. The comet removed and 2,000 credits for W.E.B. Du Bois. All right, all the books that I purchased from her are resold back, probably at a loss, but we did find out where Cairo was and made a bit of money off the comet. Got a lead on a job. Oh, not talking to me. I was gonna say, we're just walking through here.
Mom and Dad keep
Which is,
telling me to
I mean,
go
how we
out.
found this wolf mission in the first place. But we are almost here. So hello, Amir
Everything
Wolf.
I've got to keep the low house open. Still doesn't feel like enough. I got a moment to hear about the low house. It mean a lot to me and to others.
Sure, I could spare a minute.
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The low house is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in.
Sure.
More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
Sure, charity work is rough. Sounds like you're doing good work.
Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute.
Well, I
If you can
contribute to
spare
other
a few
places.
credits, it'll do a lot of good.
Yeah, of course, here you go.
Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
Especially since we just made
Hey,
2,000
Dusty.
off of,
If you're ever thinking to yourself, I could really listen to Barrett's dulcet voice right now. Then instead of dreaming about me, stop by and say hello, okay?
you wanted to speak to me, Barrett?
You know, traveling with you has been more than just good old-fashioned fun. It's been, well, therapeutic.
Glad I could help.
Someone said some of the
Hey, you don't get that sort of feedback every day.
Well, just ask.
Sure.
Anyway, thanks for the support, Captain.
Yeah, we make a great team.
That's just a fact. Which brings me back to that plan I mentioned earlier. I think I know how to move forward now. But I'm going to need your help.
Oh, yeah?
My contact sent a gift.
Your cyber runner contact?
Yep, my friend from Neon has helped me out more times than I deserve.
And were they detected?
Nope. They were confident about not being detected, but not like too confident.
Yeah, got you. None of that. Oh, I'm sure I wasn't followed. Yeah. Did they find real evidence?
Seems real to me. So they found an insurance settlement. Irvin's employers got paid as compensation for sabotage.
Yeah, sounds fishy.
It seems that the mining company got a huge payout after they won the case against Irvin. We have the settlement paperwork from their insurance. Tons of money. The missing piece here is proving that Irvin was framed. So I discovered that Irvin's original lawyer still practices law. And she'll look over everything we found.
Yeah, let's go talk to this lawyer then, detective.
Oh, detective. I like the sound of that. If I'm the detective, Does that make you my trustworthy and sensible partner with a heart of gold?
Just call me what, Saka? Obviously, yes.
Well, I can work with that. Detective Barrett at your service. Anyway, we should take everything to the lawyer and see what she says. Maybe she
Sure,
reviews
sounds like a
it
plan.
and decides we have no case, or we need more evidence. I don't know. If we don't have a case, I can probably let it go. But I have to try.
Yeah, for your own peace of mind. Let's go talk to the lawyer then.
Fantastic. I knew I could count on you. You're as reliable as an atomic clock. I've sent a list of everything we've found so far to the lawyer in Gagarin. You know, I actually feel optimistic about this. Lead the way, detective.
Barrett is now undismissible until breach of contract is complete. I noticed that, yeah, talk to Amira is still selected. Talk with Andreja is now here. I wonder if the wolf needs anything more while we're here?
The Low House can only help the community because of generous donations.
Yeah, let me know if there's a way that I can help out.
If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philbone Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philbone brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philbone what the holdup is, very politely?
Sure, I'll go talk to her too.
This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
Oh, I see, I see. A constant, line of work then. We can do that, but I think now matters are more pressing on Barrett's side, which we need to take Barrett to Gagarin. Back to Alpha Centauri then we go, Barrett. And we haven't actually sat down on Gagarin yet, so let's set a course. While we're here, a quick scan wouldn't hurt. Oh, that's going to be worth a lot of money if we were to scout that out. But Gagarin Landing is where we are heading. And Barrett is waiting for us right at the front of the ship, it seems. Possibly. All right, Barrett, we are here. Where you be, my man? Oh, you didn't get off the ship, did you? I imagine you're busy with your clipboard work, but we're here.
I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart.
Yeah, we are going to take care of it.
Oh, you remind me of him sometimes, wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, you know, I actually believe we can do it.
Yeah, why not?
Our lawyer is as confident.
Now, that's the kicker. Let's go talk to this. Yeah, what can you tell me about this lawyer first?
Ellie Yankton. She worked on Irvin's previous case. Ellie is one of the few lawyers on this planet who's willing to take on the mining corporations in court.
Yeah, I imagine that's pretty daunting. Let's go talk to her.
Right. She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Gotcha. So that means, get things ready, eh? So knife is ready, pistol is ready, and actually, when I was out and about, I found a guide that increased our ammo capacity a little bit in certain weapons, including this one. We can now carry 8 in the magazine, an extra one in the chamber. Sounds pretty good. Kodama's still ready to go, just 20 rounds in the ye ol' hunting rifle. I've made good use of it, going from place to place, but let's keep our sidearm ready to go. And we happened to arrive just as the sun was coming up, start of a new day. I don't think there's anything we need to sell to the Trade Authority while we are here, and making our way into Gagarin. Already tons of animals floating up there. So definitely looks like a mining town. Yeah, they're pulling methane out. Yeah, being a lawyer here, I don't imagine she would get much traffic, eh? Centauri Mills. Oh, of course there's a bar, though. Have to drown your troubles somewhere. Excuse me, Barrett. I'm looking around. Huh. Interesting
You
statue.
ever read about the
I wonder
early
if this
history of
is
space
Yuri
flight?
himself, eh?
So political.
Intrepid explorers risked their lives so that humanity could one day find a home amongst the stars. Indeed, let's hope that we don't end up in that list of bold adventurers who ended up dying. Aha! We have her office. Yeah, but I know Barrett. I don't know where you're at, but you'll be here, the Yanktown Law Office. So, looks like a pretty nice place, pretty organized considering... Oh, well, geez, Barrett's all ready to go then. I guess we can pop a squat. All right, Ellie.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we?
All right, and you handled Irvin's case years ago?
Yes. It was my first case as a
Oh.
bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer.
Well, starting your career with a defeat is rough, Ellie.
It was. But in a way, it made me more determined.
And have there been other cases like this before?
Not exactly, but similar cases. A corporation commits a crime and needs a scapegoat, so they select someone powerless to target.
Gotcha.
The quintessential Gagarin tale.
Indeed.
Man, I could see why people would want to avoid this place. So let's discuss.
Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yeah, the status
Yes.
quo.
He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
And what was the judgment ultimately?
He was publicly blamed for the economic woes, and his accounts were seized in compensation.
His account on Gagarin specifically. It was just the amount he was paid years ago for the job.
Right. They would have taken his assets and other settlements, but by law, his death prevented it.
And why didn't Irvin defend himself?
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
An
Convenient.
unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid.
And we need to clear his name.
Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough.
All right, what happens if we take the case with more evidence?
Best case scenario, we clear his name and his assets are returned, plus additional compensation.
Yeah, we can find more, I suppose.
In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive.
And why would we want to establish motive, per se?
The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
Yep,
What was
gotcha.
the motive from the original trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony.
And we don't have any other evidence.
Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him.
Gotcha. Yeah, Barrett, what mine did Irvin work at?
Not really. All I know is that it's a Hephaestus mine from 20 years ago, somewhere on Gagarin.
So we're already
I don't
here.
have a couple decades to wait for you to search them all, so we'll need to narrow it down.
And wouldn't Hephaestus destroy any incriminating documents?
Not necessarily. To Hephaestus, it might be cheaper to run away and let the dust bury it all.
All right, point us to the mine where he was assigned to work, please.
That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal, if you can access it.
Oh, I
You'll
can.
need a passcode.
Oh,
That's the hard part.
no digipic, huh?
Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
Sure, yeah, let's search his apartment. It might have documents.
Makes sense to me.
You've been hanging on to that old apartment this whole time, Barrett?
Yeah, it was easier to not bother with it. Not like it's worth anything in this economy anyway.
About
I hope you
350.
still have the key.
I have it. Figured maybe I'd sell it while we were here anyway. May as well, right?
Hopefully, that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
Yeah, no worries.
Still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I can't be sure. Irvin's old apartment isn't far from here. I doubt there's much in there, but it's good to check.
All right, Barrett, then lead the way since you know where this apartment is. Oh, it's all the way the crap over there. You know, how come I get the feeling that when we get over there, someone's gonna be inside like, oh, I was wondering when you would finally arrive, like some dude's been sitting in there for like 20 years just waiting on the, you know, the truth to come out.
Well, this is it. Irvin's old apartment. Here, use this key.
All right, we'll see if anyone is waiting for us in here, eh?
After you. Irvin didn't live here for long, but he certainly had a lot of junk here. I had no idea.
Well, one thing about junk is it can be reused somewhere else if there is any junk worthwhile. Come on, Irvin. First box of storage. Nice, antimicrobials. Yeah, we'll take that. Root beer and coolant. And a kefir. I imagine more food. A rhubarb boom pop. 151 credits. Let's not go down the elevator just yet.
Wait a sec. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal.
Well, we can either get in there. That requires a computer. So where would this
Find
terminal
anything helpful to
computer
the
be?
case, Captain?
I'm looking, Barrett.
Well, I'll be. If you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later.
Indeed. So we have an alien cactus.
Hold
That
on.
is,
Is that what I think it is?
I don't know, what is it? It's an alien cactus. All right, Irvin's terminal. A reminder to finalize the purchase, an anniversary gift to Barrett, meet no new coworkers at the bar. Private messages, your work contact. Irvin Madane, you'll receive a mine assignment from your foundry, passcode soon. The mine assignment is specified in the contract, and the key allows you to access the computers. We look forward to working with you. Hunting license. All right, application submitted to Town Hall, Irv 291. Check application status at Town Hall. Interesting, I don't know what that might deal with the case. All right, HH was team leader. Terminate Alpha Predator near assigned mine for Hephaestus Mining, an intelligent alpha that seems to have recently emerged near the Hephaestus mine. I've been assigned to work with Dr. Helgi Hoxson to uncover why the creature is so aggressive. Okay, and I miss you. A long job on Gagarin. I just got me on new assignment. All right, and while we are here then, let us hack advanced lock. Ooh. And advanced lock picked. Unlocking safe. Outstanding. Let's go take a poke.
Aha. Will you look at that? If
I
you go
will
to
do.
Town Hall, I bet we can get a copy of that hunting license.
All right, contract. Irvin Madani.
Is that Irvin's employment contract? Let me see. No idea what mine H363 is, but we could search for it at the Foundry database.
Sure. The Furious Refined Solstice, 700 credits. All right, outstanding. Let's head out, Barrett.
All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at Town Hall.
Yep, solid leads.
Much better than liquid or gas leads. That much is evident.
Haha.
It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant?
Yeah, alien cactus, it says. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, it looks like one of Irvin's experimental plants contained in an even more experimental habitat dish. Remarkable. Irvin always fancied himself an inventor as well as a botanist.
All right, so what is the story behind this plant?
I'm not sure. It might not even be a plant. It might technically be a fungus. But there's
Interesting.
probably a reason why Irvin tried his best to keep it alive. When we get back home, I'll go through some of his research notes. It might tell us something more about this plant. Hopefully it's not poisonous.
Yeah, I'm the one carrying it here. And I don't think that's going to help with the case, though.
No, maybe not.
But it might.
But it helps me. Irvin was the last person to handle this plant.
Oh, crap. Well,
It mattered
besides
to
me,
him.
I guess.
No matter how the case goes, this warms my heart. I didn't expect to find it, but I love that I did. In any event, I'll go through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it.
Bob.
Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined. What do you think of Harvey?
Huh. Something, I mean, you mentioned it. Obviously, you want it to be Harvey. Works for me.
Then it's unanimous. Okay. The three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve.
All right, to Town Hall it is. Hopefully there's a mining terminal there. Town Hall, let's see if they have a mining terminal, or at least can tell me where mine 363 has been. All right, do we have some sort of mining terminal? Is this it, the Town Hall terminal? So applications for contractors. Your Argos extractor permit is still valid. You do not need to apply again, so I guess that is me. Application status for Irvin. Yep, 363. And we need to head to the Foundry District to try to find where that mine is, I suppose.
The hunting license was sponsored by Hephaestus after all. Emily will be very interested to see this.
Sure, but let's not go until we get all of the evidence, eh? Alright, boys, don't pay any attention to me. Just an Argos extractor looking at the Foundry stuff. Huh. Are they going to track this back to me if I log in? Let's log in as a guest. Contracted administrator. Well, all right, so we'll go ahead and log in. I hope this don't come back to bite us. All right, search the database. Request denied. Interesting. So we can't do that. So Argos extractor resources. So we're kind of in, but we're locked behind an Argos extractor. Oh, a pending paycheck. Disperse, please. Yeah, we made $1,000 from way back when. In order to make nice, we'll pop some pills, we'll grab a Hippolyta and try to sweet talk a password out for somebody.
I myself to go back to work.
Nah, no need to go
Didn't
back
even
to
have
work, my
time to
man.
get my lunch.
I could use your help.
Friend, I don't get paid to chit-chat about work.
I need access to the foundry to find some coordinates to a mine, please.
That information is confidential.
Yeah, I know there's a way to get past this.
Maybe so.
That's what I like to hear.
Maybe we can work something out.
I'm glad you're willing to see things from my point of view.
I'm not an unreasonable person, you know.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah, I hope so.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm still willing to talk. So listen, you can use my employee passcode to access that foundry terminal over there.
Sure.
I'll just say I lost it somewhere.
Yeah, no worries.
Impressive.
Next time I'm going to take a nap on top of a building. Nobody ever looks up there.
Yeah, I do that too. Thanks, miner. Now, who is you? Employee 3490. There we go. Search the database. Filter mines. Hephaestus 2309. Inactive. 363. Download coordinates. Outstanding.
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right?
Yep,
Well,
just
at
a
least
job.
we know where to keep looking, right?
All right, let's go search the abandoned mine for those incriminating documents.
Guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there.
Gotcha.
If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out.
Indeed. All right, we have the destination, Hephaestus Mine H363.
Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago, but it might have new tenants now.
Yeah, and by new tenants, are they sentient or are they animal, I wonder? All right, Barrett, let's go. All right, Barrett, on your horse. Mine's looking okay for now. I mean, some wildlife, plenty of wildlife. But I imagine...
This is going to be fast.
Who dat? An adult pest, eh? Oh, geez, it's flinging something. Barrett?
I'd run too. I mean, come back. Right here.
All right,
Kid here.
juvenile pest. Something tells me that we're gonna have a... Oh, don't shoot the red barrels. Yeah, something tells me we are gonna have some sort of, mother down in the mine, if I had to make a guess.
Port better. Much better.
All right, non-sentient creatures then. I wonder, do I happen to have a weapon that does more damage to aliens? Nope, but most of my weapons do less damage while we're on a planet, except our Urban Eagle, which does more against humans. But we'll roll with this for now, 158 rounds. Hopefully that'll be enough to get the job done.
Whoa,
In
looks
we
like they
go.
left a lot of stuff intact when they shuttered this place. I wonder
Including
if they were in
dead
a hurry
bodies.
or if it was just cheaper to replace it.
Oh, here it comes. Nice. Watch her back.
I've done this 1,000 times.
Barrett, you good?
Well, they don't need it now.
Of course, grab whatever we can. Comms building key. Yeah, we'll take whatever keys that we can find. And the comms building, we might find incriminating evidence in there, or maybe some communications out, like, say, Irvin was trying to send out a message. We might be able to intercept that message. We free and clear on the bottom floor. Looks to be. Easy. All right, kitchen, barracks. Not Barrett, barracks. The miner's journal. Foreman and geologists say we're continuing the dig. It's the best way to honor those in the collapse. So this mine collapsed and they just kept going anyway. Parsec Pooch. A miner jumpsuit. I'll take those digipics. Ideally, I'll be looking for some clothing. Varun Heretic writings. Yeah, I'm not all about grabbing that contraband, as I don't have any shielded cargo space on the Lodestar.